and welcome to this week's newsletter. This week we've got competition news coming up, some Texas Scrambles news and a big NHS Day news as well. We've also got a putting tip at the end of the video, showing you how to putt like Patrick Cantley. Maybe did you see him win at the weekend? Again, we'll do more on that a little bit later. But we'll start with Galston Golf Club competition news first of all, and we'll start with the Junior Club Championships. And Luca Devine Rushbrook, at the age of 12, has won both. He won the scratch and the handicap. Great stuff, Luca. Well done. He put in a lot of work over the last couple of weeks or so, because he had a bad game 2 weeks ago, and he's decided that he needs to practice more because he wasn't getting the best out of his talents, and that has paid off. And he won both the NSPGA Scratch Cup and the Junior Club Championship as well. So well done to Luca. In the 9-hole, Harry Page won. Well done, Harry. Young Harry won the Junior 9-hole Club Championship. Great stuff, that. I can't remember his score off the top of my head, but even so, Harry's had a great couple of weeks. He's done really well with his golf, and again, all down to the practice. So well done to you two juniors. Keep up that good work. You're doing me very proud. On to Ladies Invitation Day now, where June Elliott and her daughter, I can't remember her name, she did introduce herself to me, but Mrs. Payne, her name is anyway. I can't remember her first name, but June and her daughter won the Ladies Invitation Day with a fantastic 43 points. Well done, June, that's a great score, that. You beat Vera Warnoff and her partner, Mrs. Robinson, into second, also on 43 points. So you won that on countback. Well done, June, and your daughter. Great golf, that. And then we'll go on to the NHS Golf Day, which was held on Sunday. You probably saw all the sponsorship boards around the golf course. Well, the club ended up raising £6,500 for the NHS. That's a great result, that. Well done, everybody involved. Special well done to Glenn Harmon, who organised the day. Fantastic job there. He's the one who got all the sponsors involved. He's the one who managed to provide that fantastic raffle table, which provides so much of the funding. So well done, Glenn. Superb day. Everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. The result was won by 4 of our members. It was won by David Mills, David Marshall, Steve Stone and Jeff Helmore. They won the Texas Scramble format. Well done to you 4. But it was all about raising money for the NHS, as a big thank you to everything they have done through the worldwide pandemic. So great day, that. Well done, Glenn, and well done to the winning team. £6,500. Super. Right, on to tour news now. And did we see the golf on the European Tour event over at Cran-sur-Sierre in Switzerland? What a beautiful place that is. Normally it's under snow for skiing. But yeah, it's closed for 4 months of the year because of the snow, but through the summer months it's a beautiful golf course, Cran-sur-Sierre. And Bernd Wiesberger unfortunately blew up. Had he won the event, he would have probably made it into the Ryder Cup team as an automatic choice. He needed to par the last to beat Rasmus Højgaard, the young Danish lad who won twice last year. I think he's only 22, 23, so he's doing fantastic. He only needed to par the last to probably seal his Ryder Cup spot, but unfortunately out of a fairway bunker, he called it a little bit fat, dunked it into the water, and then failed to get it up and down from there to make a double bogey, which obviously lost him the tournament and lost him his Ryder Cup spot, although he's got a couple of more chances to make the Ryder Cup team if he does well at the Italian Open this week and the BMW PGA the following week, and after that it's a cut-off for the European team. But Padraig Harrington will get 3 extra picks as well, so there's every chance Bernd Wiesberger might make it. But Rasmus Højgaard, young Danish lad, that's his 3rd win on tour. Fantastic stuff, and he's only, say, 22, 23, a real young lad. What a talent he is. Unfortunately, in between these event wins, he doesn't do very much, so he's not really in the Ryder Cup reckoning, which you would think so if he's had 3 wins in the last year. But between events, he doesn't seem to do that well, so it's a bit inconsistent, but even so, to win 3 times in your early 20s in the European Tour, fantastic stuff. And then on to the PGA Tour, the second FedEx playoff event. So there were 70 players playing in America, and it was down to then depending on the results, the top 30 then qualified for the playoff final over at Eastlake. And it was Patrick Cantley. It was a fantastic battle between Patrick Cantley and Bryson DeChambeau. Big hitting Bryson is always box office to watch. He's fantastic. Like him or loathe him, I'm not sure what to make of his character, but as a golfer, he's great fun to watch. He just hits it so far. It's brilliant, and he's so good to hit the green. And generally, his putting was pretty good. but he let him down that day because Patrick Cantley, his putting, wow, it was absolutely phenomenal. They reckon that Patrick Cantley's putting for the week was the best putting display on the PGA Tour ever, or certainly since they started keeping records. His putting was absolutely out of this world. All his stats said that he putted like nobody else has putted before for a week. So the amount of footage he's holed, strokes gained, his strokes gain percentage was like plus 14, which is fantastic. It means he's 14 strokes better than the field average on a PGA Tour. It was incredible. He holed from everything. Anyway, it went to a playoff. Bryson had his chances. The ball wouldn't drop for him. Cantley holed everything, and Cantley ended up winning at the 6th extra playoff hole. Awesome stuff it was. So yeah, that's it. And they move on to Eastlake this week for the Tour Championship final. I think Bryson, does he start with 10? I can't remember. But I can't remember who's leading it. But anyway, the leader will start with 10 under, 8 under, 6 under, and so on. It's a bit of a strange format that they do, but it's always a good event to watch. Also this week we've got the Ladies Solheim Cup, Europe versus America. Remember 3 years ago when Suzanne Petterson held that putt over at Glen Eagles to win the Solheim Cup for Europe? Well, it's back again. They're playing on Saturday, I think it starts, a Sunday finish, so I'll be watching plenty of that over in America. I can't quite remember where it is now. No, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's over in America, so it'll be a great event. I think the Europeans have got their work cut out. A lot of the American players are in form, including world #1 Nelly Korda. So yeah, that'll be good to watch. Fingers crossed they can do well and bring that trophy back home. Right, next we're going to do on to Tip of the Week, and we're going to talk about putting and Patrick Cantley's putting and why I feel that he putted so well. So what can we learn about Patrick Cantley putting that made it so good on the whole week last week? Apart from obviously a hell of a lot of practice, they spend so many hours on the putting green, it's incredible. I don't know how they fit it all in. So he's a great practicer on a putting green, especially as his long game is so good. He works really hard on his putting because apparently it's not his most natural thing in the world. But what I noticed more than anything was his ball position. Did you spot that? His ball position for his putter was a long way back. So let me just tilt the camera and let me show you. So, can we get the ball in? There we go. Traditionally, most people when they putt have the ball slightly forward in their stance. 5-iron position I would call it. There's middle, there's left foot. Most people have it kind of about here, most players do, okay. But Patrick Cantley had it very much back in his stance. I don't know if you noticed that. He had it sort of back of middle, okay. And what he found from that is that because he put his hands a little bit further in front of the ball, it actually gave him a nice roll as well, okay? But also, he does tend to pull his putts. And if the ball position is too far forward in your stance, like it would do for a long game shot, it would cause you to pull putts because on the arc, as a putter arcs into the ball, it arcs round and it will just be closed if it's too far forward. Can you see that? So the putter arcs round and it rotates just like a long game shot, and it will pull, yeah? So what he did to stop that is he moved the ball position further back in his stance, and therefore he's then catching it earlier in the arc before the putter has a chance to turn over. Interesting stuff. So if you find you're struggling with putts, if you find that you're struggling one way or the other, if you find that you miss your putts to the right, you could potentially maybe move your ball position further forward. If you feel you miss your putts to the left, as I do quite a lot, then you can move your ball position further back so it doesn't arc as round so quickly. Yeah? Okay. So, we can learn a lot from the best players in the world, okay? Patrick Cantley putting was phenomenal, but it also gives us a good idea of what to do, how to cure our putting. So if you miss putts to the left, move the ball position back in your stance towards your back foot. If you miss putts to the right, maybe push it forward towards your left foot to help with the arc and the rotating club face with your putter. Give that a go and let me know how you got on. Okay, that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. Still very busy with lessons, etc. But as I said last week, the kids are back to school from tomorrow. My little boy goes back, but most of them go back next week, and my diary starts to quieten down a little bit. So if you've been waiting for a lesson or a fitting, come and see me and we'll get you booked in. Right, thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.